Hey everyone, I am going to show you something I do that I consider very fun. Here, I'll show you a couple examples. So I want to get out and paint, but I can't really get out and paint. It's 100 degrees here in Florida, and right now I am not keen on going outside. So I actually use the app called Google Earth, and I look for, actually walk the streets, so to speak, on Google Earth, and I'll kind of like look for stuff. So I walked around downtown Jacksonville and was able to find this cool little scene of our government building here, and there's a little construction worker there. Just to kind of give you an idea, I haven't done that too much in this book. This is not one that I've really done a whole lot of anything in. Actually, I thought I had more than one painting to show you in here, but I guess not. It's just a little toucan I did from a photo I took. But no, this is a fairly new one. But anyway, I do have one over here. Wrong book. So this is more of just some clouds that I tried to play with since I only had my black and white markers with me. But I will try to do little, I like black and white obviously, little no-tan sketches of scenes to basically decide if there's a good format, if it's something I want to paint later, did I like the way everything is. Yes, that's a Target parking lot, yes, that's a Target ball. This is walking around downtown St. Augustine and taking a look down this view. It was one I was tempted of painting. I really like the way these lines here were kind of juxtaposition to all the lines going down the street. Once I got there though, the ability to stand in the middle of the street wasn't so great, so some areas I could actually get close to, but I ended up getting there and liking the view standing right about there and viewing this way better, so I ended up doing that. This is also downtown St. Augustine. This is on the Plein Air Museum grounds, following one of their lines of bushes. And just to kind of give you an idea, this is also the Plein Air Museum looking across the front as you exit it when you're standing in the courtyard. And this is headed, I forget the name of the street, King Street I think it is. St. George Street jumps onto it, A1A jumps onto it. And this is kind of heading back towards leaving St. Augustine downtown, which is where all the old historic stuff is. Okay. Oh, let me turn my light off so you can see. All right, so what I typically do, I put in a place that I like called Amelia Island Plantation, which is about an hour away from here. There's a lot of beauty in that area of the city. So I put that in the search on google.com and clicked on maps and it brought me here. So I'm gonna try to remember how I do this. What I did was I just found what I was looking for, which was Amelia Island, which is right over here. And then kind of just decided to pick a place and held down and did a pin drop. And when I did the pin drop, I dropped the little pin right there and it gave me this icon. And this icon is where I start touring the street. So basically I just walk around and try to find something cool to draw. If I go, I kind of know where this is. Like I know the beach is right there. I've been here before. It's, like I said, about an hour away from my house, but typically if you go down this road, so you just double tap to actually quote unquote drive and go down this road ends, Atlantic, you'll start to see some of the downtown historic area. And try not to veer off the path. You might see something cool on the way that catches your eye. It's a little barren because there's a beautiful park and preserve over here. And that is Fort, what's it called? Oh, I can't remember all of a sudden. Fort Clinch, very historic fort there, goes over to the river. It's really cool. But anyway, continuing down here, there is eventually going to be, and I probably could have just clicked on it first, but there's a lot of cool stuff here, like stuff I might want to practice. Look at that. I mean, that would be a really nice tree scene right there. So that would be a really great way to practice it. And you can, you know, zoom out. You want to maybe practice just trees in general. That would be a really great treescape to work on. Obviously you have some limitations as far as straightening it out, but I could screenshot that and straighten it in my maps. Those are some beautiful trees right there. So this, just to give you ideas of how you can find things. There's another gorgeous tree right here. That would be great practice. And there's some cool architecture out here as well. All right, I should be heading into the cool part of downtown hopefully soon. All right, so even the trees here are pretty nice. I'm starting to get into the historic area. Some cool little places. The church is really nice. Interesting. Sometimes you have to deal with stuff like that where the photo is different because of the time of day spliced together. It might be cute. I do like that. I might screenshot that area. See if I can do anything fun with that. It's really pretty. And you're gonna get a lot of fisheye just because of the kind of thing you're doing, so you could try to straighten it up like that. But if you take more than one image, might be fun. And that one's really nice with the tree. All the buildings behind it with that dark in front. See, I'm getting all kinds of inspiration here. What I also found cool was there seems to be a lot of neat lighting going on here, so that would be really fun as well. And continue down. Oh, look at that. Yep, I think I found something pretty cool. That's really pretty. So, you know, just to get me going. The trees are really nice. Again, see something I like, maybe give it a try. So I could keep doing this all day. This is what I'll do is I'll walk around and I'll try to find something fun to paint. And I actually enjoy when there's cars and stuff in it too. Okay, like this old guy. You know what? I think this might be it. Screenshot that. So, I'm going to let's basically take, so I have this set of markers here that I use. Oop, let's get a little light back on this. I have these markers that I like to use, just a set of black and white with 1 through 6 in the colors. And I just like them because they work really well for what I'm trying to accomplish. So I'm going to set this up. And this is going to be a little bit more of a log style, guys, so all my fun little nuances and everything will continue. So I'm going to take the lightest color, which they're just called basically Cool Gray 1, and then it goes up Cool Gray 3, 2, 4, all right there. And I like to use the brush tip. And what I'll do is take, since it's the lightest color, it'll help me just get a lot of stuff established. And I'm not going to do a really big one of these today. I'm just going to do a little one. Because again, it's just to see if I can make a good painting out of it. I'm not trying to do this to, you know, make a beautiful work of art or anything like that. I just want to see if I can make something cool out of it. So just trying to get everything with one tone right now, just because if I don't pick the right tonal value, then I'll have a good chance to go back and fix it. So you know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to take a 3 because I need a little bit of a mid-grade to help me establish where stuff should go. So I'm going to consider a lot of these little trees and stuff out here, kind of all massed together. There's some palms and they're kind of like right in the picture. And I've got 2 big palms that are right here in the big part of the main picture. It's kind of going off the top. Probably should make this a little bit of a wider no tan, but that's okay. So now that I've kind of got an idea where stuff is gonna go, it'll help me pick. And then there's a big tree that probably should have made that smaller, just based on the fact that I've got everything scaled down. So that's probably more like this big. And then these are kind of coming in. We've got this going up. I know it looks like a mess now, guys, but it'll turn into something cool. All right, so kind of got a little idea where things are gonna go. I'm gonna go to my 4. Where's my 4? My 4 is a little darker, so I'm gonna be a little more committal over here. Just like I said, it was just trying to figure out where everything's gonna go. These are darker. These guys are dark compared to everything else. And then we've got you going on. And then the other stuff will start to get a little bit easier to establish once those little soft. So there's some things that I've definitely gotten in the wrong place. And this has helped me immensely because I can kind of work on it based on the fact that I put some of the lines in there already. So this is going to be kind of going off the page up here. There's a lot of light up here, so there's a lot of strong light, because remember, when you have a light shining through, whatever's kind of sticking out is actually going to be fairly high contrast. It'll be thinner because the light's kind of creeping around the edges, but it will be high contrast. So like that, and then gotta go for it on these tires here. Actually, you know what? Back to my 3. I want to get this angle a little bit more like that. And yes, that's a car, or my attempted one. And that's the truck. And then this is actually going to be straighter. And then right about there, actually that got pretty good. Get some of these core lines back. And this guy here. Riding down the street, and he might be a little big. And so we're going to take that lightest color again, because the sky is actually not super the darkest, believe it or not. There's a lovely color going on in the sky here. It is actually blue, but I'm going to do that, and then really that's going to be light. Oh, that's going to be pretty light. And then you're all going to be fairly light. You've got some streaming light coming down kind of everywhere. And then here's where I gotta get a little bolder. I'll go back to 4. Kind of commit to those tires a little bit more, and the shadow under the car. And I'm really squinting, like I'm really looking hard at what's going on in like a general sort of way, not the full bore of everything, not yet. And I won't do that in these kind of things. These are, again, just to kind of get everything figured out and see what looks nice. Is what I'm trying to accomplish, have any beauty to it. This guy, I just want to shrink him down, so I'm gonna basically do that. And then you're just all basically window. And this little wagon. And even though I haven't really drawn very many full lines on that car, you can kind of see where everything is. It's all meeting up. Those little tiny tires. So easy to go big too soon. So I gotta be careful that I don't do that. And there's more stuff going on here. Some windows. Be a little more committed to what I'm doing with these guys. And then probably gonna go in between, because these guys are all in shade. There's some really cool shadows going on. Quite to black. I have 3, that's the black. I have a 5 that exists before I go to pure black. That's gonna get those tires again. And these are alcohol-based markers, so they can handle the layering and the blending a lot better. Most things would. And a lot of these contrasts will look nicer too once I put some of these darks in. So a lot of things look like they were kind of just blending into each other. But you'll see here that a lot of things start to actually have more of that layering depth. And we got a little bush. It's right here. And let's see. We got some darker shades in this windows here. Kind of get an idea. I'm trying to not outline things, but I do want shadows to show. And there's a lot of little buildings and stuff going on here that's going to be a little harder to read. Again, because I got a little scared about putting all the mid values in yet, and maybe till I have some of these darker ones established, then I'll feel a little bit more confident about it. But I wasn't quite ready to do that. Just because I don't want to completely cover them up in gray and then totally lose all the information. So let's see, this area here is actually pretty dark. I would call it this one dark. Like I said, trees are gonna almost always and I'm just trying to establish that cool lighting that I can see there, but anyway, you're getting the idea of what I can do anyway. So I've got a lot of what I wanted established. And it's just something I like to do to set it off. And let's see, I could probably go ahead and commit a little bit more to these guys. I'm going to use my chisel tip over here because I'm doing mostly straight edge. You can see the buildings are taking on a lot more life, and some of that contrasting stuff I'm doing is actually mattering. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the black now, the last little dark. Sorry, I've gone all quiet on you guys. I'm just trying to concentrate. You can see now that I've darkened these guys up a lot more, how they are helping. At least I think so. Helping making things more committed, let's put it that way. And again, I just layer darker and darker until I feel like I've kind of covered all the aspects of it. And if I find that there is something that would benefit from being white again, I'll sometimes go back in, not usually with this guy, but try to pull some white things back up. I feel like I've maybe taken away from what made them stand out the best. Like this is actually a really white because it's sunlit on these two angles here, and just a little bit up there and there. And again, these are things that I would, you know, probably establish more in my painting, but again, the more information I can get down this way, the more I can feel like I am actually committed to doing something nice eventually. And obviously I want more white clouds. This thing over here is just standing out at me like, do something with me. It's just darker, so So that, and that goes up there. But anyway, just to give you an idea of a way to find something to inspire you, and you know, maybe make a painting out of it one day, which I hope to do with some of these someday. But they are fun. Great way to spend, you know, 15-20 minutes of your time, and hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much.